It's time for some football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
First play throw in for Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Prescott now on third down. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Straight ahead with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Heads out on the bootleg. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Dak now from the gun. Prescott is hit and he lost the football. And the Eagles have it. That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine, Brock, they'll be happy enough just taking possession. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win, and kind of like he was all season. He's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On third down, it's Hurts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Prescott now to throw on third down. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35. Up the gut they go with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
From the gun is Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Finds him over the middle. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. It moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They go with Williams on the counter. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on that play by an All-Pro last year, Jalen Carter.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Prescott out of the gun, third down. He's going to run for it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First down now, ball at the 33. A run with Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, they need 7. Another run for Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Throw here, third down. And he has the first over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. First and 10.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. Oh, they got that one back, partner, but that is way too close for comfort. They nearly lost their second fumble to begin this game.
And you know what I'm picturing right now? This defense. They spend the week studying these offensive guys and those that are ball security offenders. They put it in harm's way so defenses take advantage, and that's exactly what this crew is doing. Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He set up the screen here to land. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down. Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play fake with Hurts. Brought in right side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They run it with St. Paul Barkley. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he'll go down here at the 16.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. It's inside the 10. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Hurts now from the gun. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights, and the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Draw play. This is Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Prescott on 1st and 10. He's got it over the middle. Into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Eagles 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Hurts on 1st down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's gonna end up in a loss of yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Finds the in route, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He's going to have this one down to the 28. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Hurts setting up to throw. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this forward to about the 28. Brought down by the East Carolina rookie, Savon Revel.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Nick Sirianni sending in the call. The offense staying out there. They're going for it. 4th down now, trying for the 6 with an option. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
The score, Eagles 14, Cowboys 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Kickoff for Philadelphia.
Tolbert now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Dak out of the pistol. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. Prescott now off the play fake. Dump off to his fullback. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw once more. Lost control of another one. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they keep possession. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Prescott here from the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Bigsby with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. And clinging to this 1-point lead, Brock, probably don't want to risk too much here. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First down throwing for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Shipley now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air on 3rd and long. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8.
21. Cowboys 13. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Running right, it's Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
On second down, a run with Williams. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Give to Williams from the gun. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. Jerks away from one. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Dak now from the gun. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder.
46-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through, and that gets them back within 5.
Listen, all he can do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Shipley now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there on this drive. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. I'll start this one out with Barkley. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
All set to go now from the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's a sneak, Hurts. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles hold an 11-point advantage. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. The route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12.
Eagles 28, Cowboys 16.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Tolbert now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the gun is Prescott. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down, they need 7. Throw here, third down. Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up fourth down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in out of bounds.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. First down now, ball at the 33. Hurts tucks it, starts running. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 40.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line, second down. Here's Hurts. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. It's a screen to Barkley. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Barkley with the pistol give. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's another carry for Barkley. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
That sack once again taking me to my backyard. Playing ball with the neighbors. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. That ball better come out. And when you're getting sacked as often as he is, you would think his timing would be a little better.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing now out of the shotgun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. A gain of 14.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Prescott on 1st and 10. That throw behind his intended target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On the coverage.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Prescott completed over the middle. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
To Ryan Fenor. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Eagles into the nickel. 3rd down coming. They'll go with a design keeper. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Now that right there might be the first and last time we see them go to the ground on this drive, partner. First time they get away from throwing the ball, and they wind up losing the yardage.
That's pretty surprising, too, because when you passed it well, you're expecting those defenders to rush upfield. They didn't, and they hit that draw right in the face.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Flush down out to his left. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Prescott here from the gun. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect them.
Wow, it's free again! But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Cowboys need to score quickly. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. They're going to pass it here. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
He was taken down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They'll send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Sidney Brown on the coverage.
Throwing again is Dak. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.